Okay, update on the van. Alright, we got the airbags installed and the automatic, hard to see there, automatic remote control for the air suspension system, which will be sitting right there all the time. Not much done to the interior, as you can see. I got all 4 bags on all 4 corners done. Let me see here. Looking for the door keys. No, door keys are attached. Gotta shut it off. Still quite a bit of a mess. Oh, by the way. Oh, I didn't even bother locking that, did I? Okay. The next update will be this spotlight going on the front bumper. And then we've got a bunch of hardware in here. This light here, there's one for each side going on the running boards. Running boards. You have 4 traffic surveillance cameras, which will also double as security cameras. I'm adding 2 of these lights on each corner up at the top of the van, because people seem to ignore the lights that are on there, the tail lights. We've got 4 of these, 1 for each corner. There's the new wiring, or the 12-volt box. I've got 2 of these, which attach to the mirror and give me a turn signal indicator on the mirrors. This is the control box that's going to control the spotlight at the top of the van, the spotlight on the bumper, which is going to double as a fog light. This one here, this one here. That one is a white light, LED, but it's also a yellow light for fog light purposes. And I have 4 smaller lights that are going on each corner for spotlights in the back. And then, yeah, those LED lights I showed you before are going right here on the edge. Then I have a row of LED lights that goes from about there to there on each side. The big spotlight is going right here along the bumper temporarily. All this is coming off and getting painted black. You can see there's the other spotlight. Another strip of LEDs from here down, and then the other running board light. I'm considering putting turn indicators right in here somewhere as well, because like I said, people just ignore signals. Have all new doors here. They're gonna be painted black. Everything on all the doors are gonna be black. Let me see if I can get you a peek at the airbags. Yep. I don't know how well you can see them. There's that one. There's that one. The compressor's right there where all those wires are. And it's pretty much locked in. That's the front airbag. And then I had a steering stabilizer installed. Just for installation for the 4 airbags, the air compressor, the steering stabilizer was almost $500 just for the labor. Oh, new awning, brand new. Once I get all the exterior work done, again, I've said before, I've got new modern LED tail lights. Plus there's going to be 2 tail lights here, 2 tail lights there, up high so people can see them. And I think that's going to be it for the lights. And then when I start on this thing, wires sticking out everywhere. I'm going to start with the front right here. I'm going to put 2 2x2 strips of wood running right along side of this. This was intended to be a cutout for a skylight, but we're not going to do that. Another 2x2 all the way here to this piece right here, so I can attach the new wall sheeting there and add better insulation than what was there. And once I get this cabinet, there's a piece of metal. I have a piece of metal that's going to weld from here to here. 2 more pieces that are going to come across from this piece to the front, and that's going to be the outside of my cabinet. And then there's another piece of metal going from here to here that's going to be the top of my cabinet. And then let me see, I guess I'm just going to fill this with some fiberglass insulation, because it's going to be, or maybe put a door here so you could open it and have some storage there on both sides. I haven't decided yet. I know what the cabinet's going to be like. And then I have to make a new piece of wood to go from here to here to take up the space in between the windows and the interior braces. Wow, that window's basically like this here, so when you tighten it down it has something to push against. Those are all rotted out, and then I'll start insulating it. And I'm sure I'm going to have fun doing this ceiling by myself, especially with the curve. That's why I bought FRP to do the ceiling with. It's nice, flexible, durable. And once I get the walls in, all the wires run, the refrigerator is going back right there in the same position. Well, I'm going to have to cut a little notch out of my fender well there, and then I bought a portable or a mini press brake so I could bend steel to fill in for the notch I'm getting ready to cut out. Once I have the platform for the refrigerator there, I'll build the frame for the refrigerator. Then I'll build the walls, and then we're going to go in with the new stove, 2-burner, cabinet for the convection microwave, countertops. I think I'm going to get a piece of aluminum for the backsplash here in this area. Actually, it's just there and here. And then the cabinet over here, down here, is going to have, well, I'm thinking of putting the batteries in between the fender well and the generator box there, where those two cans are. And then putting the hybrid pure sine wave inverter / converter, which replaces that box there, right here, because in this area it can draw air from that door right there, and it needs a lot of cooling. And once I get the ceiling up, I've got puck lights, 4 of them, 2 for the front, 2 for the middle, in between the cabinets in the front. Then I'm going to try and rebuild the bed that goes here into more like a Murphy bed, because right now it's got like a futon bed there where it folds out, and it's actually pretty comfortable, the bed that goes there, but it's got that open piece, or the hinge area, running between the 2 cushions. So if you end up in the center of that, it's not very comfortable. And the cabinets only come to the bottom of that piece of metal there, right there. So I've got room for a bed when I fold it down. Basically, I've got enough room from the top of that metal support there, frame, all the way to the bottom of the generator box. And I can have a bigger bed. Nothing's going over here. I've got a postmodern type recliner that's going to sit right on the other side of that fender well. And the TV is going to hang off the front cabinet there. And then there's another cabinet going there. And then I haven't made up my mind whether I'm going to put the cubic mini stove right on the back of this wall and go through the roof right here, or slide it off over there in the corner and go through the roof there with the exhaust vent. So I've got it all planned out. It's in my head. But I work so much and I'm always away from home, I really don't have time. Actually, I have to use the time I do have, which is very difficult. I've got to drop this off next week, and the guy's going to install all the cameras. There's a DVR for the camera to record, which has GPS and Wi-Fi and all that stuff, so I can see the cameras no matter where I go, as long as I have internet. It's got a wicked alarm system in it that pretty much kills the van if you try and hotwire it. It's got GPS and all that on it, so I can find where it is if somebody does take it. It's very sensitive. What else? Oh, that's pretty much it for now. Bye.